I know y'all are looking for a farmer fraud update, and I hate to disappoint y'all, but I ain't got much to work with. For those of y'all just tuning in, there's a little guy on here who calls himself Farmer Fran. He runs around his daddy's farm making videos of himself yelling at his daddy's cattle. And then he decided to get out of his lane one day and make a whiny little video bitching about how unions ruined the country, and them just wanting a fair wage was expecting a handout. I was honestly impressed we could even understand the video with the boot he had shoved all the way into the back of his throat. Anyway, I made a video debunking his bullshit and reminding him that he probably shouldn't be shit-talking the hardworking union members whose tax dollars pay his daddy's welfare checks, subsidies. And that seemed to get the red assless chaps he wears for his favorite bull in a bind. To be fair, though, I do think he was frustrated because some of the sarcasm I slid in and some of the vocabulary I invoked went a little over his head. And by some, I mean literally all of it. And because he's got the mental speed of a three-legged turtle on a post, he thought it'd be a good idea to make a few rebuttal videos to me. A lot of videos. Like, his entire page became like an off-the-wagon fan page, except he was trying to be insulting. I don't mean to be braggadocious, but it did kind of feel like I was the entire Harlem Globetrotters and he was like the chubbiest kid from a Pee Wee basketball team. Like, I said he was about as bright as a first-generation Game Boy screen, and even though he couldn't sing, he was still auditioning for Dunning-Kruger the musical. His response was something along the lines of, well, flippity-floopity flop, you're a white trash dimwit. Oh, you got me. You don't believe me, I'd tell you to go watch the videos, but he deleted pretty much all of them. All I'm saying is it seemed a little unfair. I was ready to be done. I thought I'd proved my point, and I had more important things to make content about. But then his poor, lonely, overworked brain cell must have been suffering from delirium because it didn't know when to back down, and it couldn't come up with anything good, and it just hit a new level of pathetic. Apparently, they got horrible optometrists down there in cow country, Kansas, because he insulted my fiance Emily's looks, and had the audacity to send me a private message saying that he would do me the favor of putting this all behind me if I just made an apology video to him. Otherwise, he was going to make a video about me every week. Like, that was supposed to scare me, I guess. He's like, you should be really afraid because I get millions of views. He pays for them, but he gets them, so, you know, I should have been very afraid. I was like, well, call me Santa, because I guess you want this to be your Alamo. And I decided to give him his apology video. I apologized for picking on somebody who thinks Elmer's glue is a good condiment, and I don't think that was the apology he was looking for. There was a lot more to it than that. It was brutally petty, even by my standards, which is saying something. You know, you don't pick on Emily, and you just don't criticize random women's appearances. I don't know why I'm giving you all a full recap. I don't delete my videos like a little bitch, so you can go back and watch them. Anyway, after that, I forgot he existed for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, because I was going on my bachelor party, and he's not that important. Then I get back, and I'm just flooded with comments and tags and other videos about it that are like, when's the next video gonna be? We can't wait to see what happens next. I was like, all right, that thing exists. I guess I should go check to see if he said anything else. And I strolled by his page, and he blocked me. Moral of the story is they still need to teach kids how to balance a checkbook because little Franny seems to write a lot of big checks. His little account doesn't have the cash to clear even with all the welfare he gets. And they should probably teach it in middle school because at least he doesn't give, dude with diploma vibes. So thanks y'all for coming along on the ride. It was a fun one.